Today, I've created an alternate NBA timeline which features 64 historic teams. This wide group of teams includes some that won championships, others that fell just short of a ring, groups that failed to live up to their immense potential, a few that have gone down in history as all-time NBA what-ifs, and a good number of teams that are fun and, well, they'll get some people feeling nostalgic. Long story short, there's no one theme that ties all these teams together, except that they should be a lot of fun to look at and to see perform. All 30 current-day franchises get 2 representatives from their history. The Seattle Supersonics get 2 teams independent of the OKC Thunder, while the Lakers and Celtics, I both gave a third team because, well, they're the Celtics and Lakers. That's how I got to 64 teams in total competing in today's video. Now, the next step was dividing them into 4 conferences. Up first, I simulated one season with our oldest group of teams spanning 1960 through 1989. Young Wilt Chamberlain from the 1962 Philadelphia Warriors won MVP after posting an astounding 34 points, 19 rebounds per game. He obviously led All-NBA First Team along with Bill Walton, Karl Malone, Oscar Robertson, and Magic Johnson. More importantly, Wilt's Warriors tied Oscar's 1964 Cincinnati Royals atop the standings with 66 wins. 11 teams would cross the 50-win threshold, while the ABA Carolina Cougars, representing the Charlotte Hornets franchise, well, they pulled up the rear. Our second conference featured teams from 1990 through 2006. Prime Michael Jordan on the 96 Bulls simulated, prime Michael Jordan. He averaged 36 a game to win MVP. Mike made All-NBA First Team along with Shaquille O'Neal, Elton Brand from the 06 Clippers, and 2 different versions of Charles Barkley. Those 96 Bulls won 71 games to dominate this conference, while inexplicably, the 1998 Vancouver Grizzlies finished second. I mean, seriously, that does not make sense. The 2004 Pistons, on the other end, finished in the basement just above 500. Moving on to our third conference, teams spanning from 2006 through 2015. Tim Duncan from the 2007 Spurs would grab MVP in this simulation. He averaged 24 rebounds a game. What in the world? Tim was joined on All-NBA First by Dwight Howard, Prime LeBron, Russell Westbrook, and Darren Williams from the 08 Jazz. Pacing this conference, though, was Dirk Nowitzki and his 06 Mavericks, while our worst team thus far in this video, the 2010 Celtics, which is kind of weird. And our final stop in our new timeline, teams from 2017 through 2024. Luka Doncic went ahead and, but you know what? I don't even know what to say about this stat line. There you go. He was joined on All-NBA First by Joker, Nets James Harden, 2018 LeBron, and Rockets James Harden. Wow. The what-if Big 3 Nets paced this conference with 66 wins. Dude, there were 4 teams with 60 plus. The 2019 Sixers, however, pulled up the rear. And with all that, each regular season simulation in our 4 conferences was in the books. It was time to jump to the playoffs, where for the first 3 rounds in each conference, I made the playoff matchups single elimination, which allowed for true chaos in this video. For example, the 14 seed 1979 Sonics used a monster 24-20 performance from Jack Sikma to take down the 3 seed 1988 Utah Jazz. I was equally surprised to see the Dynasty 1965 Celtics fall as John Havlicek missed a game-winning 3 at the buzzer. The 8 vs 9 matchup in this conference was tight, but 24 points from Larry Legend was enough to power the 86 Celtics past the 1972 Bulls. From the ABA, the Carolina Cougars, led by Billy Cunningham, held tough, but were eventually dispatched by Big O and the Royals. We did get a couple blowouts, the 1985 Sixers over the 1977 Portland Trailblazers, thanks to 23-23 from Moses Malone, while the ABA Indiana Pacers beat the 1989 Cleveland Cavs with ease. And finally, with a couple tight finishes in this conference, Wilt's Philadelphia Warriors held on by just 5. He continued to dominate with 44 points, and the Showtime Lakers would eliminate Dr. J's ABA New York Nets. And with that, 8 of our OG conference teams were eliminated. Some fun squads, though, still alive. To our next conference I went, where the dominant 96 Bulls were just that, 42 points from MJ as they dismantled the 04 Pistons. We did get a couple major upsets in terms of the regular season seeding. The 01 Lakers used a near combined 60 points from Shaq and Kobe to take down the 1996 Kings, while Tracy McGrady dropped 37 points as his 03 Magic dispatched of the fraudulent Vancouver Grizzlies. I'm still not sure how they originally simulated so well, but alas, we move on. We'd get treated to a pair of clutch finishes as well in this conference. Prime David Robinson would miss a turnaround fade from the post with a chance to force OT. Young Kevin Garnett and the 98 T-Wolves survive. Similarly, Sam Cassell would miss a twisting midi for the 06 Clippers. Dikembe and the Hawks advance. After that, though, we unfortunately got a slew of pretty obvious results. The 98 Hornets took down the 05 Sonics by 15. Another Ray Allen-led squad fell flat as the 01 Bucks came up short against the 1997 Rockets. And finally, Chuck Barkley and the 93 Suns dominated the 2004 Pacers. Okay. That leaves us with the potential for a Charles Barkley versus Charles Barkley matchup in this conference, and I mean, that's just fun.
Hey, it's Jay, and this is my dog Winnie, who's way too big to be sitting on my lap right now.
If you're a grown adult interested in winning some money playing daily or season-long fantasy, then check out Underdog. I'm sure you've heard of them by now, so I won't bore you, but if you use code JCAN when signing up, it helps me out and also you as well.
If you're not a grown adult, then don't worry, this part of the video is over.
Moving along, we'd get to our 2006 through 15 conference, which was unfortunately extremely chalk. The 1 seed 06 Mavs dominated the Celtics. Prime LeBron in the 2013 Heat dusted his podcast co-host and the 2010 Suns. Dwight Howard feasted with 35 and 15 as his 09 Magic trounced the 06 Miami Heat. Kobe showed out with 34 points as his 2010 Lakers downed the 2015 Atlanta Hawks. And Melo dropped a 40-piece all over Chris Bosh and the 2007 Raptors as his Denver Nuggets advanced. We did manage a couple tight finishes as the aforementioned All-NBA first team Darren Williams led his Jazz past the 2012 Grizzlies, and a near massive upset by the 2013 Knicks, but Steve Novak missed a clean look at 3. MVP Tim Duncan and the Spurs survived. In reality, there was just a single really interesting result from this conference. That would be young Chris Paul leading his 2008 Hornets with 17 points, 12 assists, surprisingly outlasting the 2012 Thunder. A true heavyweight on paper, KD's 34 points wasn't enough. We're left with young Melo versus young CP3 next round. Kobe, Dirk, LeBron, Dwight. Oh, we cooked in this conference. And with that, our most recent conference, the 2021 Nets went crazy. James Harden dropped 42, Kyrie 36, and KD 32. They destroyed the Sixers. From there, though, we actually did get a bunch of upsets in this conference, which we love to see. A battle of titans saw 2018 LeBron lead his Cavs to a tight W over 2018 James Harden and his Rockets. The champion 2019 Raptors were somehow able to hold Luka in check as the 2024 Mavs were already eliminated. The what-if 2018 Pelicans used a clutch game-time jumper from Drew Holiday to force OT, where DeMarcus Cousins would take over as New Orleans downed the Nuggets. Prime Dame Lillard would lead the Trailblazers past the Russ Paul George Thunder. Steph would drop 34 as the 2019 Warriors took down the Blake Griffin Pistons. Cat and Jimmy Butler dominated on both ends as the 2018 T-Wolves beat the champion Milwaukee Bucks, while Kawhi led the 2021 Clippers past John Wall's Wizards with ease. And that is certainly the most chaos in terms of regular season seeding, upsets happening in a conference that we've seen thus far. And that was a bit of a journey, but from 64 teams in their prime, we have whittled it down already to 32, and we got to keep this train rolling, man. Let's go back to the OGs. A really sick battle here. The Cincinnati Royals, led by Oscar Robertson, the best simulating team in this conference. The 1986 Celtics, always a bit disappointing, but maybe they've got some mojo in this video. Then again, maybe not. Bro, these Celtics, they never simulate well on 2K. I just said it, and it holds up. They get blown out. Oscar Robertson, 30, 11, and 15. These Royals are doing it without shooting any threes, by the way. Much to my delight, our next matchup would yearn some chaos. The Showtime Lakers were led by Magic Johnson, who posted a monster triple-double. He was all over the place, but ABA MVP George McGinnis was unstoppable for the 1973 Pacers, leading the way as they indeed took down the Lake Show. I did not see that result coming, which means, I don't know, maybe we get another upset here. The 1970 Knicks, an NBA champion in their own right, but man, Wilt Chamberlain has been the definition of unstoppable this video. Oh wow, of course I would reverse jinx the Big Dipper, and unfortunately, it's not even a good finish. Wilt, I mean, I'm sure he put up some pretty good numbers, he gets a block there, but in a loss, it goes for naught. The 1970 Knicks do it. Oh my goodness. I don't know if I've ever seen a stat line like this. 46, 15, and 10 blocks for Wilt Chamberlain. Paul Arizin at 32, and they lost. I was hoping we'd see another underdog pull it off. The 1979 Seattle Sonics, would they continue their run this video? Oh no, it was not meant to be. Moses Malone dropped another beefy stat line, 24 points, 24 boards. Old man Dr. J had 23 and 12, and it was a blowout. Which leaves us with just 4 teams left from our OG conference era. Yeah, there were really no good games in that round, so hopefully we can move on to better things. To our 1990s era, we've got the 96 Bulls. I mean, mean, they have been a wrecking ball. I love this 1998 Hornets team led by Glenn Rice, Vlade Divac. They're pretty deep and balanced, but all that depth and balance, they don't have Michael Jordan or Scottie Pippen, and they get blown. Man, another blowout. This is getting crazy. Mike had 38. Scottie is putting up monstrous numbers, 33, 12, and 7. He's low-key carrying on both ends. On the topic of overpowered dynamic duos, Shaq and Kobe's run through the conference would continue. Despite being just a 13 seed, they would power the 2001 Lakers past young KG and the Timberwolves relatively easily, which is going to set up an insane Bulls-Lakers matchup eventually. But for now, the 2003 Magic, man, if Grant Hill ever was able to stay healthy in real life, who knows what could have happened. MVP Charles Barkley and the Suns on the other side. We are jumping into a 4-point game. Suns with the lead. They also have possession here, a chance to extend it to 6 points. Cedric Ceballos, man, gets around Drew Gooden. That's an easy bucket. Tracy McGrady is the greatest high-risk, high-reward player in these sims. He will take every single shot for the Magic, and he gets fouled there. Now the Magic's defense needs to step up. I mean, the rest of this wave, they can shut it out. Also with that whistle, both teams have their closing lineups out here. Richard Dumas from the post. Good defense from Grant Hill. No. I'm sorry. What? An and one? No. We'll see if T-Mac can force up a 3 and hit it. I know T-Mac wants to shoot. Yeah, look at that. Right on cue. He does hoist up a 3, but unfortunately with that miss, it was all but over. 24 and 13 for Chuck. He wasn't all that efficient, but gets the job done. A good outing for T-Mac, but comes up short. Speaking of Barkley, the 1997 Rockets, one of my favorite failed super teams of all time, unfortunately, once again, proved that narrative correct as they'd come up short against the 1997 Atlanta Hawks. 28 points from Dream Team member Christian Laettner, while Dikembe Mutombo anchored the defense, which alas means no Chuck Barkley versus Chuck Barkley finish in this conference, but we've got some really fun teams. The 97 Hawks, the 93 Suns, Kobe and Shaq versus Scottie and MJ. Yep, I hate to admit it and pat myself on the back, but this video right here, this concept, it's a banger. Do you see the matchups we're getting? Okay, let me chill though as we move on to our next conference, the mid-2000s Dallas Mavericks, the best team from this conference regular season wise. The 2010 Lakers though, they have 99 overall. Kobe Bryant, what's up? Oh wow, I guess we can only have one Kobe advancing in this video. It's gonna be Froby, because 2010 Mamba can't get it done. Dirk not trying to choke right here. Ahead of schedule from the 2011 championship, maybe these 06 Mavs can indeed complete the task. My highly anticipated Melo vs CP3 matchup was up next, and while it had the early appearance of a hardwood classic, the 09 Nuggets would pull away in the second half. J.R. Smith actually paced Denver with an uber efficient 31 points. This is a matchup that we did basically see in the 2007 playoffs. It's the Spurs, led by Tim Duncan, who won MVP in this universe, against Darren Williams and the Jazz. D-Will is absolutely carrying. Can he keep it going with an upset here? Oh my gosh, Utah is up by 20 points. What in the world? This video is chaotic, man. The Spurs did not come back. They end up losing by almost 20 points. Tim Duncan had 37 and 10, but oh my gosh, I might have juiced Darren Williams too much. 40 and 10. I don't even hate it though. Let's keep it rolling. After that Jazz upset, another edition of the Battle of Florida. LeBron and the 2013 Heat were simply too much to handle. Dwight did put up 34 and 19, a dominant outing, but Braun had a monster triple-double of his own, and Miami gets the job done, leaving us with the Mavs, Nuggets, the Heat, and the Jazz in this conference. Seriously, I mean, Darren Williams is only a 92 overall, but there's something going on with his, but he is putting up unreal numbers. We'll find out eventually if he can keep it going. But to our final conference we go. The 2021 Nets, healthy Kyrie, Harden, Durant, they have been living up to the hype. I kind of feel bad for Dame and the Blazers. Oh, but it's a near reverse jinx by yours truly. I think the 2021 Nets have this, but they're only up 4. Portland is hanging tough. Dame to the rim, dunks on Kyrie. Wow, I did not see that coming, Dame. A surprisingly low-scoring game between these two teams. I mean, Harden, Kyrie, and you know, they weren't playing much defense. They can outscore all their problems. Can they close it out here? Harden coming off a screen, signature gather. He's gonna put up the 3 from the wing, and that's probably gonna be it. Yep, big shot, James. Will they have enough defense and their supporting cast be strong enough to pull it off? I'm not sure, but these big 3 for the Nets, man, what if they stayed healthy? Literally, I'm so curious. In a battle of 2018 squads up next, the Minnesota Timberwolves, who had all the talent on paper, well, they were putting it together. A convincing defeat of the Cousins AD Pelicans. Cat was a monster, 25 points, 20 boards. As we move to a matchup that I can't help but be biased towards, 2018 Braun. I mean, the best basketball player my 2 eyes have ever seen. His supporting cast is not great. Healthy Kawhi on the Clippers, they're kind of simulating well. Oh my gosh, I wish my 2 eyes weren't seeing this right now. Can they look away, please? It's a blowout. The Clippers, well, they mean business. They're going to scare LeBron out of ever going to LA. He had 25 points, did Bron. That's not enough. Reggie Jackson led the Clippers in scoring. I mean, sure, okay. Unbelievably, in our next matchup, it was a rematch of the 2019 Finals, and with everyone healthy, the Toronto Raptors dominated the Warriors. Steph Curry shot just 3 for 18 from the field, while Kawhi feasted with 31, 13, and 7 in a win. There you go, Toronto. And with that, our most modern day bracket, we are left by 2 pretty good what-if teams. The 2021 Nets with Harden, Kyrie, Durant, and the 2018 Timberwolves, if it had worked out with Jimmy Butler. While on the other side, we have Kawhi versus Kawhi. I mean, did I think he would be the standout performer of this video? Not really, but there you go, Clippers Raptors. Back to our OG bracket we go as we enter the Sweet 16 portion of our video. The 1985 Sixers, they had just won a ring a couple seasons prior and then added Charles Barkley. I can't believe they didn't get a second ring, but here they are simulating well. Oh, simulating very well as we get another blowout. The Knicks trying to keep it close, but in the end, dude, this Sixer team, they might have the most talent on paper of any team in NBA history. I really don't get how they didn't put it together. But that's a question for another NBA historian, not me. The 1964 Cincinnati Royals, they've been unstoppable. I might have juiced them too much. I don't know. The 1973 Pacers from the ABA, what a story this would be. A story that isn't going to be told, didn't need to be told. Man, that is a 40-point blowout. These Royals, man, they don't shoot threes. What did I do? What have I done? They had 4 players in 20 plus points of scoring. Oscar triple-double, 3 double-double. Man. In the end, a pair of dominant runs through our prime playoff bracket from the OG era. The 1985 Sixers will match up with the 1964 Cincinnati Royals in our Elite 8, and I don't know what's going to happen. That's going to be explosive. To our 1990s bracket we go. We'll get Shaq, Kobe, MJ, Scotty in a second. But before that, the potential for a really interesting outcome here. The Suns against this Hawks team, which is simulated so well. Let's go. Wow, are you kidding me? I know they say that defense wins championships. I guess that's true. They have 4-time or 3-time DPOY Dikembe Mutombo. Their best player anchoring the D, Christian Laettner. Little shimmy, little shake on Chuck Barkley. Is this for real? I know Christian Laettner's viewed as kind of a joke in NBA history because, like, why was he on the dream team ahead of Shaq, etc. Look at the Hawks getting a stop. They can't grab board, but Dikembe inside snatch blocks that attempt. Wow, what an exclamation point. 32 and 14 for Christian. Okay, I don't know if he was doing all that back in the day. Dikembe 10 points, 11 rebounds, 3 blocks. That's how it's done. But with all due respect to Dikembe's Hawks, it's now time for the main event. The Froby Shaq Lakers against the 96 Bulls. I'll be honest, the way these two teams are simulating, I'm a little worried the Bulls might blow them out, but please give me a good game, 2K. Uh-oh, I'm jumping into this game. Shaq's at the free throw line. He makes 1 of 2 to cut the Chicago lead to 4 points. We do indeed have a good finish. I'm giving this game lots of room to breathe. 2 minutes plus left. Mike is stepping back. Mike is now trying to get on the drive into the post. This was 96 Michael Jordan's game. He draws free throw. Are you kidding me? Foul baiting? Really? The ball is kicked to Derek Fisher, taking a screen from Rick Fox. No Kobe, no Shaq involved in this action. Oh, but Rick Fox is wide open. If only that was a 3, my guy. Mike missed the shot. A chance to cut this to a 1-possession game. Kobe puts it up. Even if he misses, Shaq is right there on the glass. What is wrong with you, 2K? Shaq just missed a layup. I knew he was there on the glass. He indeed got it. Scotty inside. No, Scotty misses a layup too. Okay, it's all fair. Although that Shaq layup being missed is just absolutely wild. Kobe back down the other way. Can he find Shaq inside? No, he's dribbling. He's spinning on Mike. He's putting it up and putting it in and 1 on Michael Jordan's bald dome. And they're going to the GOAT from the post. Ew, Michael Jordan. What was that attempt? He gets it to go off window. That's just the way it goes, I fear. Now, the Lakers, they're probably due for a miss here after that Kobe and 1, but he spins inside and he gets it to go. Never mind. Kobe Bryant defies the odd. Well, you know what? I'm going to say it right now. If Kobe gets another shot next possession, I bet he misses, but let me not try and ruin things. Let me just try to enjoy it. Oh, no. Horace Grant on the Lakers reached on Michael for no reason. I mean, he could have gotten the steal, I suppose. That's why he reached. Instead, he puts Mike at the stripe where he misses the free throw. Okay, it ends up being a galaxy brain move by Horace Grant as the Lakers are only down to a chance to tie. Kobe Bryant 2 buckets in a row in the clutch. Can he go for the 3-peat? Shaq is not involved in this action. Scottie Pippen cuts off Kobe. Kobe, no! Kobe, no! Why did he?
Why?
On to the Elite Eight. As mentioned, the 96 Bulls, maybe the best team of all time. You know, that was kind of predictable. But the 1997 Hawks, I'll take the W for this video concept. What a random team advancing this far in the video. We are getting down to it. Is Darren Williams' unstoppable run in this video going to continue? Or will 99 LeBron continue just being a monster for the Heat? Let's find out. Oh, it's unfortunately for many Bron haters out there, it's going to be the latter. LeBron James' dominant run. I mean, the 08 Jazz kind of brought it closer at the end. D. Will continued his great play, 30 points, 11 rebounds. But on the other side, Bron, 30, 16, and 9. I'm seeing some crazy simulations in this video. But the 2013 Heat, they are the beneficiaries in this case, advancing to the Elite Eight, where they will face either the 06 Mavericks or the 2009 Nuggets. I mean, either of these teams would be so fun to see advance. Oh, and neither team is ready to die in this video. It's a 2-point game. We are just over 90 seconds remaining. Nuggets with possession. Melo slicing inside. Now it's a 2-point. Now it's a tie game, not a 2-point game. These two teams were victimized by the formidable Western Conference at the era they played in. I mean, the Mavericks obviously eventually won a title, but in 2006, what a ridiculous stacked conference. Jason Terry, massive three. Melo and the Nuggets in 09 lost to Kobe. It was a great Western Conference Finals. They're looking to get their lick back. Melo from the midi. Oh, that was a makeable shot. Dirk is working on Melo from the mid post. He just burned his dribble. He's going to put it up anyways, and he's going to get it to rattle home. Wow. That bucket from Dirk would give him 44 points, a great performance, and it was the nail in the coffin. Melo, only 22. He kind of went out sad. As the 2006 Mavericks will get a shot at redemption for losing in the finals in 2006, while the 2013 Heat will get a shot at redemption for 2011. That was a bit convoluted. It's Mavericks, it's Heat, and we've seen that in the finals before. That's the point I'm trying to make. And finally, we arrive at our most recent bracket for the Sweet 16, Kawhi versus Kawhi. Yeah, pick your warrior. Let's go. Wow. Okay. All right, this Clippers team is more loaded than what? A 20-point win? Some of these results really sneak up on me. Like, I don't think they're that loaded on paper, but sure. Paul George with 33 points. Kawhi only had 15 for the Clippers. He didn't even show up, but his team takes the dub, which leaves us with the potential for a 2021 team final here if the Nets pull it off. But the 2018 Timberwolves, in this timeline, Jimmy Butler never yelled and cursed anybody out at practice. Or maybe he did and it's working. Wow, believe it or not, the 2018 Timberwolves were actually in this game for like three and a bit quarters. But in the fourth quarter, the 2021 Nets just took over. That's what I was worried about. Their offense, too explosive with 390 plus overalls. I will say again, what if they stayed healthy? What if Kevin Durant's big toe was behind the line? Man, that is so crazy to think about. And by the way, it's James Harden that is just killing it this video. 41 points. He's getting the most minutes. I mean, Durant only had 22 points, but those three, they're doing it all, and it's enough. And definitely the most predictable outcome of any of our conferences next. The Nets and Clippers were the 1 and 2 seeds during the regular season sim, and here they are ready to advance. And from 64 prime teams down to just 8 remaining, I am now going to transplant each of our eras, each of our conferences, our 8 teams remaining, into one league to finish off this simulation. And here we go. Our 8 teams are indeed in one final league simulation together. I've got the 2 older conferences on one side. They will face off against each other. The 2 newer conferences on the other, and it's looking good, man. The 8 teams left, such a fun mix. Also, I'm now recording this part of the video when there's sunlight all over my face. You gotta love the summertime, am I right? Our first matchup will be the battle of 2021 Kawhi Leonard, Paul George. When they were healthy, it just never happened together. Reggie Jackson, Ivica Zubac. I've got Marcus Morris pretty juiced as well. It's a really good starting 5, but I mean, nothing compares to the starting big 3, at least, on the Brooklyn Nets. Durant, Harden, Irving. They have been playing elite like they should be. Their supporting cast isn't elite, but you know, it's getting the job done thus far. And these Elite 8 playoff matchups are also single elimination, so whoever wins this game advances off to our final 4, and it's a tight game so far. Oh wow, absolute banger. Yes, you just love to see it. 1-point lead for the Clippers with just under 2 minutes left. Kevin Durant going to work. Tough finish over Paul George, who defends him so well, gets the rebound too. They should be able to find a bucket, and it's going to be Kawhi Euro stepping to the rim, giving James Harden a taste of his own medicine. I love to see it, man. Clutch play after clutch play. Who will get a stop first? Kevin Durant once again trying to get to his spot. He hits Paul George. back-to-back Euros. Are you kidding me, man? That's crazy. And now the onus is back. The pressure is back on the Brooklyn Nets. They need a bucket here. KD in the corner. Oh, he's going to put it up. KD's going to fire that thing up, and he misses. I don't hate the shot selection, though. Shot clock down to 5 seconds. Will Kawhi go for 3? He dishes off. Reggie Jackson, get your hand up, Kyrie Irving. Reggie on the drive to the rim. Blocked by Claxton. Great defense, Brooklyn. And I love this situation. We're getting a game winner or a game-winning stop. No OT. It's a 1-point difference. Kevin Durant to the rim. Pulls up. Oh, great pump fake. What in the world, 2K? Marcus Morris hammers Kevin Durant. Nah. What an animation right here. Kevin Durant gets to his spot. Actually, just a perfectly timed pump fake. He also goes up with it. Somehow Marcus Morris morphs back into the greatest contest ever. That's actually such a shame. It was a great run for the 2021 Brooklyn Nets, but they come up short. We move on to one of our OG squads, well, the oldest team remaining, the 1964 Cincinnati Royals, taking on the 1985 Philadelphia 76ers. Again, I'll say one of the most talented teams in NBA history, definitely here in our simulation too. Can they do anything to slow down Oscar Robertson, though, is the question, because if they can't, I mean, this game will be over pretty quickly here. Okay, we're jumping in, minute and a half left. It's not a blowout, but I think the Cincinnati Royals are going to win this game. It's a 6-point difference. You know these Sixers will not be looking to shoot threes anybody on the court, so this is a tall ask. Chuck Barkley's going to find 2, though. That's a good bucket. Big O, I'm sure, has some great numbers going. Oh, my word. You reach, I teach. Mo Cheeks, what was that? Oscar Robertson only had 16 points. I mean, he had 19 assists, but yeah, for Oscar not to have like 30 or 40 points feels like a missed opportunity there, Philly. And we're still looking for 2 more members of our Final Four, the 2006 Mavericks, who lost in the NBA Finals to the Miami Heat. Dwayne Wade, remember, all them free throws. They are now taking on older Dwayne Wade on the Miami Heat. LeBron is back wearing number 25. I've got to fix that real quick. Man, the 2013 Heat, considering they are considered a super team, not the deepest roster I've ever seen, but the Heat do have prime LeBron, so even if they aren't deep enough, looks like they might be talented enough. A 6-point lead, 30 seconds left. I'm jumping in mad late. That's because the Mavs have made a pretty late push here in the game. Dirk for 3 from the corner. Man, that would have been a big shot. But their late flurry notwithstanding, the Miami Heat did really dominate these Mavericks. Not a great game from Dirk Nowitzki. On the other side, 15 assists, only 24 points for LeBron. He was kind of held in check, but nah. We have 3 of our 4 Final Four teams set in place. Can the 1997 Atlanta Hawks, led by defensive legend Dikembe Mutombo, I mean, can they pull this off? It kind of feels like it would be a miracle, because the Chicago Bulls, led by 99 Michael Jordan and 97 Scottie Pippen, who's basically been playing better than Mike this video, I mean, they look unstoppable, so let's just stop standing on ceremony. Let's get to it. Dude, I feel like we keep jumping into the exact same finish in these games. A 7-point lead for the Bulls. I think they've got this wrapped up, but we'll give the Hawks a chance to come back here. Christian Laettner. Okay, you're going up against Dennis Rodman. Wow, somehow grabs his board. That's big time. A second shot opportunity here. Steve Smith backs out to the 3-point line. That was kind of a baller look, but he bricked it. Leaving the door open now for an early dagger for the Chicago Bulls. The Hawks have done well to stay in this game. Michael Jordan. I thought that was going to be it, but he missed. Christian Laettner. Oh, Mike gambled on the steal. Christian, this should be an automatic bucket. Christian Laettner. Oh, wow, he kicks out Steve Smith. Why? I mean, that worked out crazily, sure. The Bulls now only up 4, and they're going to turn the ball over. Scottie was trying to force it to Michael Jordan. Whoa, chill out, Steve Smith. You need another bucket right here. The ball is back to Laettner. It's up top to this man named James, who puts up a 3. You ain't LeBron James, baby. After surrendering 2 intentional free throws, I don't think they needed to do this. The Atlanta Hawks obviously cannot have an empty possession here. Steve Smith contested floater over Mike. Okay, he gets it to go. We'll check back in if this game does get any closer. Another pair of made free throws from the Bulls. Come on now, Atlanta. Put up a 3. At least make this interesting. Mookie Blaylock from the perimeter. No, they're going to a Christian Laettner post up. I mean, it got them this far, but yeah, that's as far as it's going to go. Their dominance continues. 39 for Mike, a triple-double for Scottie. I feel like they've had basically those stat lines each game they've played this video. And with that, we are off to the Final Four of our video. From 64 prime teams whittled down to just 4, we've got a pair of champions, the 96 Bulls, the 2013 Heat, a couple other really legendary squads, obviously, that didn't make it happen in real life. But beginning with the 2021 LA Clippers, if Kawhi had been able to stay healthy, Paul George was balling out during that playoff run. They probably beat Phoenix, go on, maybe beat Milwaukee. It's a what if. They're taking on the Heat.
Wow. And not just taking on the Miami Heat. As I said, they are taking down the 2013 Miami Heat. The 2021 Clippers. They had to beat the big three Brooklyn Nets. In the previous round. They have to take on superhuman LeBron here in this round. And they prevent a LeBron MJ final of this video. And honestly, I'm not even mad. I didn't see this coming. As they are indeed off to the finals in our video. That's crazy, man. Shout out to LA Clipper fans. They will, though, have their hands full with whomever comes out of this matchup. The 1964 Royals, 30 years into the future, the 1996 Bulls, two all-time great teams. Let's get to it. And talk about an anticlimactic Final Four. I hate to say it, but we get another blowout, and I gotta be honest, I am shocked by this one. I thought the Cincinnati Royals just had some magic. I didn't let them shoot threes. I changed their tendencies. Sometimes that just works out to be some voodoo in 2K, but Scottie Pippen hop-stepping to the rim misses. Doesn't matter. This game's over. Tracking their stat lines. By the way, this time, Scottie did have a better game. 36, 15, and 4. Mike, this duo, just unstoppable. A long journey to get here, but indeed we're here, and I have made the championship final series of our video best of 3. So either the Bulls or the Clippers will have to beat the other 2 times, which, I don't know, could lead to some chaos. One more look at the 1996 Chicago Bulls roster. I guess I did a good job updating, adjusting ratings because they're simulating like arguably the best team ever. Meanwhile, the 2021 LA Clippers, a what if from recent memory. If Kawhi didn't get hurt, I talked about it a few seconds ago. They are living up to the hype right now. But let's get to it. Game 1, the Chicago Bulls did simulate better in the regular season of their respective conference sims, so they do have home court advantage, meaning if it goes to a Game 3, they'll be back at the United Center. Oh, and they flipped the script in Game 1. The Clippers were leading almost wire to wire until the 4th quarter, and Chicago's gonna hold on for a tight victory, 8 points. Michael Jordan, 30, 10, and 8, finally outplaying Scottie Pippen. What a missed chance for the Clippers. They had a lead for like 40 minutes. And now the pressure's on as the series shifts back to Inglewood, California. Well, actually, the Clippers were still playing at Staples. Then we were also still in COVID time. So like, why am I talking about that? No, the stands are packed at Staples to watch the Clippers try and stave off Michael Jordan and the Bulls. And they might just do it, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I like it. One way or another, we're getting a clutch victor in this game. Oh my gosh, Michael Jordan contested over Kawhi. What? It's not a great matchup for the Clippers, but yet they're in this game. Kawhi is getting bodied by Michael Jordan. He's dribbling way too much. Oh, it's a bad possession. Oh, it's so bad. Reggie Jackson kicks out. Wait, Paul George has space. Paul George! A bailout at the buzzer. That was an ugly possession for 23 seconds, but Paul George hand down, man down. Oh, Ivica almost had the steal. The Clippers get another life. Paul George, oh my, he's got space. He's pulling up. I like it. I did like it. That's a good look for Podcast P into Michael Jordan. Uh-oh, Reggie Jackson can't guard MJ. Oh, he can. He gets him to miss out of the post. Come on, LA. You can find a bucket here. Back in transition, under 30 seconds left. Reggie Jackson, he's saying, I'm the captain now, and he shouldn't have done that. Big Reg drove into Scottie Pippen, who gets intentionally fouled. Please miss, Scottie. Please miss, Scottie. He actually did miss. Okay. The Clippers remain in this game down 3. They also still have a timeout, so I bet they go for 2s and a 2 and then intentionally foul. But if they go for a 3, I mean, they could tie this game right now. Kawhi Leonard.
Bang! That one goes down, and the game is tied.
You know the Bulls are about to go to a Scottie, Michael Jordan pick and roll. Never mind, he slips inside Michael Jordan, middle of the paint. Good defense from Kawhi. Keeps his hand straight. Oh, Michael, you absolute fraud. Game on the line, series on the line, video on the line. Michael Jordan goes to a foul baiting pump fake up and under and gets rewarded. Oh, the old heads win. The old heads win. Yep, the 90s, a more physical style of play. Look at that. I want the Clippers to hit a game winner out of the timeout so badly. Please shoot a 3. Just end this game. I've seen enough Michael Jordan on my screen. Kawhi was wide open. Takes him a while to get the ball. He's going to have a good look at this. Kawhi puts it up over Michael Jordan for the win, but no. I put 64 prime teams into the NBA. A great look across the timeline of NBA history. We had some ups, we had some downs. All of these teams, very fun to witness in this video. But in the end, the champion of all champions is indeed the 1996 Chicago Bulls. 72-10 championship in real life. And here they go in this video too. There you go, Michael Jordan. This video obviously took me forever to make this roster, the video itself. I really hope you guys enjoyed. It was a little something different from my usual videos, at least the style. Anyways, I'll stop talking now. Hope you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new.